wrong, man. Happy.
Hi guys, welcome out. The eighth one live. It was premiere spot for poker. A 2-5 no limit hold'em going on today. Good lineup. Banker Renee, Shoeless Mike, CK, the alias, S tier Ramey, Mr. Gambit, CJ is eighth, seventh seed, A1 Billy, and
All right, so we got our first hand out. Flop 3-4-3.
A1 Billy folds.
Dilly folds. Gambit takes down our first hand of the day. Probably was. Okay. I noticed it when you put it down.
All right, guys, we're coming to you live. Ace One live. It's Ace One live. Ace One Show Social Club, Corpus Christi, Texas. At 2-5, no limit hold'em going on. 500 minimum, 1,000 maximum.
Mike Chips over here.
To start the game, we also do a match stack. So that's where we're at. Second hand. We got CK on the button. Got a good lineup today. Shoeless Mike, C2, CK. We got Ramey, seat 4. Banker Renee, seat 5. George, the Gambino Gambit, seat 6. CJ, 8th. In seat 7. A1 Billy, in seat 8. And Angelo Soprano, in seat 9.
Angelo. So. We got CK with the flush draw.
And the up and down straight draw.
And the up and down straight draw. It's a big flop.
Oh, it's drinking?
6 brings of lane, 50-50. If you notice on the top of the stream, it does show the live outs.
CK with a $60 bet. Let's see what 8 does. And he folds. CK takes it down.
Big draw. Nice bet. Well played.
What is it?
Yeah, professionals aren't allowed.
We got 10 on the button.
Hey, that's a contact. What's the link?
Renee from the small blind first act lays it down. Gambit.
Gambit wakes up with a monster. Ace King.
Books up to 255. Fold from CJ. Billy looks down at ace deuce suited. The shocker.
Responds right away. Beauty over here. A lot of cards in there. Five. Others.
Iceman folds. Shoeless Mike folds. Ramey. Flats. 3 ways to the flop. 14-7 with 2 spades on the flop. Gambit, first to act. It's gonna c-bet. Looks like a bet of $50.
Let's see what Billy does.
Billy lays it down.
Lays it
No
down.
pair, no
Ramey
draw.
with top pair.
I don't know if you've ever had a chance to play with Ramey. He is known for being a little more on the aggressive side. Raises to 130. I think that's a good sizing.
It's a solid 3-bet.
And George lays down ace king wisely.
I do
Picks
like
up.
the initial raise.
Picks up a nice $140 pot. As we move on.
Oh.
Banker name on the button. George on the small blind and CJ in the big blind. All right, George under there. Oh, do we have a straddle on? Oh, here we go. Billy folds. Iceman raises to 15. Shoeless calls. Ramey lays down. I think he's playing a little more timid. That's definitely in his range.
That was definitely in Ramey's range.
He's not trying not to give up too much info on the stream.
They're gonna get a little crazy with it.
And CJ calls. We're going 3 ways to the flop. Look at that. 7, 9, 8 flop with 2 clubs. That's a
pretty good flop for 8.
that's a decent flop for CJ. Shoeless leads
Got
out.
a check from CJ to get a bet from Shoeless Mike. I like that call from the 8th. He didn't raise or anything. Kind of still disguised.
Not the best turn. For a flop straight. Paired the board and brought the flush in. He does have, he did pick up a gutter ball for the straight flush. Shoeless Mike picks up the nut flush draw. Definitely does raise some concern from CJ. $180 bet. He's thinking about it. A little bit of a tough spot. He does have the update. Could be drawing hair thin if you're looking at a flush, or somebody could have already boated up.
CJ also has a straight flush draw. Good shot.
He
You know,
does jam.
I was talking to CJ right before the stream, and I told him, you know, I'm glad to have you on the stream. That it's gonna be nice to finally get to see your cards for once. Had a good laugh.
Another aggressive player. There he is.
And it
Reaches
comes
out.
out to a blank.
CJ with a nice $472 pot. Oh, 927. He won 472. Sorry about that. Going through the learning curve, guys. We'll get this down for you. Once we move
Well,
on.
I'm sure CJ's happy with that.
Current shoot counts. Shows in the green what they're up from their initial buy, and if they're down.
Soprano, 10-6 suited, under the gun, and lays it down.
We have a straddle on if it was on soprano.
Shoeless Mike wakes up with Snowman. Just calls the 5.
Ramey with the raise.
Kind of hoping for a raise.
35 with ace queen. Fold. Fold. Billy folds. And CK with the smart fold. One heads up to the flop. With Ramey in position. We have a 10, 6, 7, all diamonds.
All diamonds.
And Shoeless picks up a gutter ball, straight flush draw.
So, Dougie, live stream.
One over.
Live stream.
Comes check
500.
to the turn.
Get on
Clears
left.
the board. 10. It's a great card for pockets.
$500. Kick you in the nuts and call it a day, bro.
Only having a 10 in that situation.
Very slim.
I think that for
500's minimum, bro.
that he didn't think he had the best hand.
Amen, Dougie.
Knew he had the best hand on the flop and was setting it up for a perfect turn card like the 10. I don't think Ramey could do much here. I think he probably has to lay it down. Aggressive. I don't see a call here though.
I played with Ramey pretty often, and
I told you I felt like he was gonna do it.
that's exactly what you said.
Yes. I told you I felt like he was gonna do it.
Minimum 500.
Exactly what he did.
Yeah,
Buying for 100. Come on, bro.
2 overs.
Alphabet.
Ramey doesn't want to.
Honestly, Mike makes really good
I'll see
calls in these
bro.
situations, and that's why he can make one right now.
All the day.
Probably gonna be in the tank for a second.
Tough spot.
Bro.
You know, I don't think Mike can lay this down. Like, what is he leading to, a flop straight or a 10?
Could have a flop flush. Could have been ace queen and diamond. In Ramey's range, and they play
Yeah,
each
he
other.
makes the call. I do it.
It's a great call. Just got him drawing to an ace or a queen that's not a diamond. Got 4 outs.
Here he goes. And
He hits a
gets
queen,
diamond.
but it's a diamond. Mike picks up a nice $1,100 pot. We'll verify the stacks.
You know, shout out to our dealer T-Bone, doing an amazing job so far.
All right.
There's a smile for Mike. You know, he looked very serious his whole time coming into it, and finally got a little smile out of him. I guess it just takes to double up to get a smile.
Yeah, that little $1,100 pod put a smile on anybody's face. So, anybody from out of town watching, Corpus Christi, 5862 Everhart, the address. We are on Poker Outlets. You can always see what's going on. We've been open. We're just about to hit 6 months. We opened up in August. It's been a blast. Just building up. We run 1-2 Hold'em kicks off around 10:30 every day. If it doesn't run through, if it runs through, we don't close. 1-2-5 PLO. We probably run 6 out of 7 days of the week. Sometimes 7 days. Kicks off in the evening. If you're ever looking for some PLO,
I'm trying that.
it's not bad at 90% chance. So, it's a little deeper. It's a great game.
Starts small, gets big real fast.
$10 straddle. Raise to 25 from the small blind. Billy folds. I'm sorry, Angelo folds. Mike folds. Shoeless folds. CJ folds. Ramey is down 8-5 suited.
Billy wakes up with queens.
See this 8-5 suited? These are the hands that I love to play. Personally, they're so hidden. 8-5, 6-4 suited. I like to get in there multi-way. See a flop.
See a flop,
And if you drill a flop, we're gonna see some action here. We got 2 flush draws and mid set.
and normally that's how your stack dwindles down, Rick. And now people know.
I think we're gonna see some fireworks on there on his hand. I think Ramey was fortunate enough. And I take that back. He did reload for 500 more. Ramey might have dodged a bullet by only having 60, but we updated the stream. We have a bet for 70,
Makes
a
another
call
call
for
here.
70.
Billy flops a set of cards. Brady flops a flush draw, so does 8. Flops the flush draw, but higher. There's going to be action here. He folds.
CJ flops the second nut flush draw. And it looks like he raises
Wow.
to 200, which is just music. Just music
Yep.
to Billy's ears.
CJ is going to be in for a surprise here.
Nothing, no better feeling than flopping a set and leading out and getting a call and a raise. If you remember he was the initial raiser to 25. Nobody re-raised. It's going to be super hard to put somebody on kings here, so absolutely in his head, 0 chance. And I think he makes the right play here and jams.
Billy jams all in. That's the right thing to do. Ramey, it looks like Ramey's going to have to lay this down.
You obviously don't know Ramey.
I think I know him well enough to lay this down. I don't think there's a chance Ramey can make this call. Now, if he does, he's going to be in some trouble.
He did have that last hand. He did take a beat. It might affect his judgment here.
Maybe it's over.
You know, when you see the cards, when you see the whole cards, it's very easy to lay down. In this spot, after losing a big hand, it's a tough fold. I think if CJ isn't behind him, I think he makes the call.
If CJ isn't behind him, I do. But CJ reopened it to 200. I just don't see how Ramey could make the call here. I think he has to fold now. If CJ wasn't inside the hand, and Ramey was last to act, I definitely see a call here from Ramey.
Ramey makes the
Oh,
call.
gosh.
Just a tough spot. Looks like Ramey jams for about 520.
Well,
We'll get an accurate count here.
I don't think Ramey regrets much things in life, but this one, I'm sure he is.
He is 0% chance of winning this hand.
Good thing he don't know that yet. You know, I think CJ folds this.
Second nut flush draw. That's a tough one. I mean, you gotta put them on. You know, you're putting one on a set. It's hard to put somebody on the nut flush draw. What possible? He has the jack. It would literally have to be ace 10 of spades. Ace 9 possibly. I don't. It's a
But
table
then
of
he's
some
thinking
decent
it's
players. Tough spot for CJ with the jam and a rejam. Second nut flush draw. Ramey folds. I think it's a snap. Reconfirming the pot. If CJ calls, we'll be looking at a $2,000 pot here. What are you doing in this spot, Julian?
If I'm 8, what am I doing? I am definitely folding.
That's it.
I know
So,
so
not to.
That's
Okay.
a big laydown if he does it.
it's hard choice from Ramey and CJ, but you know, this just shows you like, you know, to get to know your players.
Top. Top two. I'm putting him on. Top
I
two.
love that beautiful shot.
Plus draw.
Ace one live stream table.
You know, this is why Corpus Christi has some of the best action, guys.
Wait till a couple players get stuck.
You know, it's
Then
still
the-
early, and
the
we're
clubs
receiving
come
a
off.
$1,000 pot. It's still early, and there's already
Yeah.
this much action with 8-5 suited from one of our very own.
Yeah, Ramey is the dealer here, guys, also.
Trying to run you down over there, brother. Look, everybody.
Luckily, he has a lot of shifts coming up.
Yeah. He will be, he is available for, if any, yes. Well,
All right.
Ramey
let's
tried
see.
to run it once, but,
Oh gosh,
He is
gets
drawing
it
that.
too. Here, wow, CJ
A
takes
flush.
a monster here. With the flush.
You're running it twice.
running it twice.
Oh, so they are
Yeah.
running. Oh, Ramey's going.
Ramey
okay.
went once for the middle.
Okay.
Correct.
Did CJ table his hand? Or no? Is it table?
Yeah.
Okay, it is. Okay, I couldn't tell from here.
So I'm gonna bring that first, put the first river down first.
Stronger than yeah. Look like me.
OBS disconnected.
If you were strong, you know how.
Wow. Okay,
And he sweeps it.
not Ramey.
I got you.
CJ sweeps this pot.
No, they chop it. I'm sorry. It was two turns, two rivers. CJ picked
Billy
it.
did run it twice. Okay.
Yes.
So Billy ran it twice, so they're gonna chop it, and Ramey is getting swept.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Ramey was outside.
And CJ,
Yes.
correct.
So CJ got all of the outside.
Wow. You know, CJ has
They
taken
chopped
down
it
some
once
really
for
big hands right off the start here on this live stream.
knows he has to pay y'all. He knows he's a man.
Oh, I know. I'm glad he, I think
That's it.
I know I have to go.
You know, I'm curious to see, Rick. I am still waiting to see Banker Renee get into a hand here. I know he plays very few, but I'm sure he's tight aggressive. So I'm kind of curious to see how he does. Eighth has been put in some pretty good spots and making some pretty tough calls to get this chip stack that he has now. You know, Rick, for our first live stream, you know, I think it's turning out pretty good. But it could
Got a
only
lot more
get
time
better.
to get everybody together. Put the 500 together. 35 for the third bullet.
You know, we haven't seen much of Soprano or Banker Renee play so far, but I'm sure they're going to get into
Gotta go on way.
We have Brandon Dillon getting into the box. Let's see if he can change some of the players' luck here.
Hot dog happened in the box.
AKA Hot Dog.
Google yourself, CJ.
Sparkler.
He goes by many names. Some may
It's the first time I gotta
may
say.
not be allowed to say on here.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he's strong.
They
It's not gonna be, but he had to
call
go
him
out.
but you know
I knew y'all could run
They
down.
never call him on time. He's never on time.
You know, that is correct. If I'm thinking correctly, he was late today.
Oh, I have you both. It's my turn.
Show us Mike. Yeah, man. You see his thing? We're going to need to see Ramey lock in here because he is taking a beating so far. Soprano wakes up with big slick.
80.
And 3 bets to 80. Let's see this flop. Flop don't help either of them. Backdoor flush draw for CK.
Well, it kind of helped the guy with ace king.
I saw that incorrectly. My apologies.
Huge flop for
Soprano.
top on the flop. CJ with one over. That is no good. Backdoor, 2 backdoor draws. Got a backdoor straight draw, backdoor flush draw.
I don't know. The way CK's been running, I can see runner hearts here. Well, never mind. Soprano bets 200 and he takes it down. CK, I looked at it wrong. My apologies. That was CK, not CJ. CK. Well, I was just speaking of Soprano playing a little tight and getting into a hand. He finally gets into one and takes it down. Well done. CK, King Jack. Wow, Ramey wakes up with a monster. Pocket Kings. Opens it up for 25. All right, Gambit with sixes. Thinking about it. What do you think he does, Rick? Oh, he makes the call. There you go.
$25 with kings.
Mm-hmm. Yep. CK, 3 bets to 60.
Ramey
Remy
flats
loves
with
to
the
see that.
kings.
Well, he just flats. I'm
I
telling you,
think
he's
I
shot
think
it.
here's the time that you definitely want to isolate, get heads up to the flop.
Yep, he's gonna realize it here when he gets 4 callers. Or 3 callers in him.
The Renee call? All right, 3 ways to the flop.
Oh, we did get a fold. Okay, he isolated one person out. 8-7-4.
Good flop for kings. Gambit might be in trouble if he doesn't put him on an overcard, on an overpair.
CK opens it up here.
Oh, and there it is. Ramey with the jam.
The exact spot he wanted. And I'm sure he's gonna take this down. Pretty sure CK has to fold here, and
I don't know.
Ramey, aka
Great
S
fold.
tier, is gonna take this down. Well, I'm sure he
But-
feels a little better after this win.
CK would have loved to see it turn there.
I don't think so. He was in big trouble. When he sees this later on the live
5 or
stream,
6, 5 or 6 though. I'm saying he would have liked to see. He did have cards to improve.
you're talking about for 8th. CK at King Jack.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right, we're on to the next hand.
There we
Ramey
go.
wakes up with another premium ace queen off.
Wow, just nothing but action here. Look at
He's
this.
out.
Renee, we're finally going to see Banker Renee in a hand here. Pocket Jacks.
And looks like he
It's
raised
going to be a 3-bet.
to 80.
Ramey finds the fold here.
Ace queen. I like that.
That's
I think I lose more money with ace queen than any other hand. It's a good fold on his part. I think if he knew that he
better
would
fold I've seen Ramey do so far. And I think mainly the reason he folded, I think if anyone else at the table, Rick, I think Ramey makes that call. But Banker Renee, he just knows his range is so tight that he makes that fold.
a $20 straddle from
Can you have shoot spikes again? Start on C2. Shoot.
Roman, big fix the answer.
All right, Randy with Queen 10 suited. Renee makes the board ace 4 suited.
And CK getting froggy. That A6. This is one of these hands too. I love playing. Multi-way.
And this is exactly why.
Look at the monster
Wow.
flop from CK. And he checks. Great check. Great check. Let him get something. Let him get somewhere. Checks around. Going to see a flop.
Going to a turn. And the
No.
dream.
He hits the straight. Both the other players flop up and down straight draws. He still has a up and down straight flush draw. Ramey with a great fold.
And Billy makes
Billy
the
makes the
call. With an up and down straight draw. See if he can get there. Does not.
Dealer pitches out.
Jeremy leads out.
And there's no way Billy can go.
Billy's gonna have to lay this down.
Just there.
Yep, good fold, Billy.
It's not.
There it is.
All right, guys. Anybody just tuning in? 8-1 social live. We're doing it. 2-5. No limit hold'em. It's our inaugural live stream. Be kicking off. We're gonna try to run 2 or 3 times a week. We'll see how it goes. Play it by ear. If you're in Corpus 5862, whoever works the address, you can find us on Poker Atlas. Great action all day. And if you're out of the area, it is worth the try. Plenty of action.
This is the place to be. If you want to play poker and you love action, come down to Ace One here in Corpus Christi, Texas.
CJ with the Herminator.
You know, Rick, why do they call it the Herminator?
Never fold 10-8.
Never fold 10-8. And we're going to see why here.
Going 3 ways to the flop. 3-9-5. 2 hearts. Nobody flops a pair. Nobody flops a draw. Yep. CK with the backdoor flush.
You know, Rick, have you
draw.
ever seen Mike not have a stack?
No, Mike is a poker player. He's definitely the definition of a rounder.
He's a grinder for sure.
In there's some tells when you sit down at a table, right? Somebody's max blind 90% of the time. These are the guys you want to be careful hanging up.
Be
to,
aware
right?
of. I agree
When
with that.
when you sit down at the table and you see the men buys, these are the guys that you want to maybe be a little more eager to get to tangle with. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All kinds of things. If you notice, he always has his stacks in the same way.
They're
the
in
way
that same
they-
order every time.
The way
just
they
like
stack
that.
their tack, the way they stack their chips. Bunch of little things. Anybody looking to start out? Ton of things to learn. We do cash games daily. We do tournaments daily. We also bring the biggest tournaments Corp has ever seen. We do
That's
have
correct.
a monthly tournament.
You know, we haven't really seen any action from the Iceman yet, which is kind of shocking. Typically pretty aggressive, pretty gamblish, and we haven't seen much from him yet. So hopefully,
I know he was driving back at like 5 a.m. from Austin. He went.
maybe he's tired.
Is it Austin? Maybe San Antonio.
Let's see if he wakes up here.
I think he went and fired a bullet and wanted to make it back for the live stream.
He made it. There it is. Speaking of him, makes the call with 6-4 offsuit. That's the Iceman I know.
Nice hand to pick up aces. Looking around, I don't see anybody with anything that could remotely call the bet.
Wakes up with aces CK. You know, he's had some big hands here since this stream has started. When he takes it down, no one makes the call. I mean, who looks cooler than CK right now?
Oh no, man. Oh. Take him. Yeah, it only has one move. All in, all in.
We get ready for the next hand.
Exactly.
Big one.
I know, but you either have a small bet or an all in.
You got Renee on the button.
Once it's
Billy
go.
under the gun
Denver.
first act.
So, if you were to pick one, Rick, which one in this table do you think is, who is your pick of the litter here? If you had to pick one,
Well,
if
you
were
got put me in
backing
that
one-
spot.
If you were backing one, I'm gonna put you on the spot. If you were gonna back
Nah,
one,
man. I'm gonna stay on the spot here. Lead the
That's the
fifth.
problem. What do I do?
Working without
smart
showing.
choice. Smart choice.
Billy with the sailboats. Limps in. Back to the small blind. Senses weakness. Bumps it up to 22. And eighth. Wakes up with Kid
Makes the
Poker.
call.
10-7 off. Went 3 ways to the flop.
Well, Gambit opens up with Jack 3 offsuit, and look at this, pays off.
Ace, Jack, King of Diamonds.
You know, Gambit opened this bet, didn't he? With
He
Jack
did, he
3,
did.
and then
You
you
could
know,
easily have an
this
ace
is-
here. Yeah.
This is definitely favors his range than
He-
it does
He
8.
definitely could have an ace. Here's the thing. When you flop an ace, I don't see you leading out. I mean, could be scared of the flush draw. Could have a straight draw. Somebody could have a straight draw.
But I think you definitely check where you're at. And
And he
bet
gives
with
him a free
something.
card to catch up. Needs a queen. There's 4 of them. There's a diamond.
The diamond gets there. See what 8 can do.
Tiny bit of a scare card. Oh,
Look at this. I don't think Gambit can make this call.
CJ smelled
Actually-
blood in the water.
Actually, the way the turn played, Gambit can make this call.
He flopped bottom pair.
Let's see if he can
He
find
has
it.
kicker issues. What does he beat here? He doesn't even beat a jack. If he flopped a jack. Oh wow.
The way
he
it
makes
played
the
out, I'm
call.
telling you, the way it played out, Gambit definitely makes the call here, and it's the correct one. You know, great job. Wait, right? What did he? I'm sorry, people watching. We got our cards mixed up here. It looks like CJ took down the pot. The turn was a 9. Oh, okay.
There it is.
Wow, he does hit runner straight.
Apologize for the slight technical difficulties.
You know, this is our first stream, Rick, and you know we're gonna work out the kinks, and it's only gonna get better from here.
Oh. Hey, bro, what happened? Yo. 18 holes? Yeah.
Ask him where his cut card is.
Second. You win.
There you go. All right, next hand. Is that the Noah? I think we had. There's been a hard cut sighting. Noah's supposed to finish. He had a big golf match this morning. So he'll be joining when his seat opens up. As we get ready for the next hand, we got Gambit Button. Soprano. Angelo Soprano.
Supposed to be at work, sir.
Under the gun.
Hey, you.
Nice man. Makes the call 10-8 suited.
Then why for
Another
Hey.
like, man,
Flash.
I go. So
You gotta.
10-8.
I was like, I'll take you to Barnes and Noble. You can buy a book. Go sit down and read while I play. She was, okay, done.
And boom.
Fair deal. Amazing you got a woman to tolerate you how often you're gone.
Huh?
It's amazing you got a woman to tolerate you how often you're gone.
17 years. Knows what's up.
17 years she tolerated you?
We're high school sweethearts. We together.
Mhm.
Our first 9 junior year of high school.
She hasn't stabbed you?
No, yeah, that's. I ain't got no words to that one.
I'm busting your balls, man.
So now we went to lunch. And I was like, what do you want to do? I really don't want to do.
He took down the.
What do you want to do?
Let's see if
I thought you still want to go back to that. So there's a new bar that opened up on the beach right next to the old Holiday Inn called the Sandbox. They just opened today.
Oh shit. Well, I don't want to do nothing with the beach.
You wanted to
Mardi
go
Gras
half
going
level
on.
jacks.
Oh, that's right. Barefoot Mardi Gras. Dang, I totally forgot about that.
So I was like, you want to read a book and have some drinks? Yeah, I can do that. I was like, I'll play poker.
That's probably the
Music
the
jury?
one record you
Wow.
do.
down.
She gets free books and I get to play. So
Yeah, might be second on the list, but she get there eventually.
I kept trying to call while we were eating lunch,
Me too.
and nobody was answering.
Because the live stream. Yeah, they got the live stream going today, so it's kind of keeping everybody busy.
You know, I like this bet that Renee's about to do.
Look at you thinking all smart. I'll buy you a book and buy you some
Hey,
drinks.
you gotta compromise somewhere.
Hey, bro,
I didn't want to go home.
that's the sweet spot. All you gotta do is buy her chocolates and you're in there.
I didn't want to go home and sit at the house.
I
So
get it, bro. Nobody wants to do it on a Saturday. It's a beautiful day out.
Oh,
be like my wife. So
With
like,
what
do herself.
Renee normally
So she can go home, sit on the couch all day. Look now.
him, you know,
I can do that.
Billy makes the call.
On the list?
Number.
You ready for her drink, dude? You're slacking over here.
with the easy fold. We're going
Jeremy,
Jessup
this is
to
my
the
wife.
turn.
How you doing, man? Jeremy Double A.
This is gonna be
Pleasure.
action.
Yeah, I'm surprised Josh found a lady to tolerate him.
The biggest blinker you've ever seen.
Turn does absolutely nothing. Brings nothing in.
So,
Is Renee going to continue to represent this ace?
Renee is relentless. Look at him.
150.
Or some would say a cow and a calf.
He's doing the math here. Makes the tough call.
Billy's definitely feeling it. I guess he feels like he's really gonna get this straight. So let's see.
That is a claw on Renee's Hayden.
Billy loves to gamble, and PLO is his game, so it's probably why he makes this call.
Blank on the
Blank
river.
on the river as well.
First on the list or what? No.
Favors Renee.
And it goes. Check. Renee shows over
And he
jacks.
gave up, checked it, but he's gonna realize he wins the hand. He's gonna love to see it.
Picks up a nice $664 pot. As we continue to move on.
Walk in the park, baby.
Some other things about
Only player you got over there is Arnold.
Yeah,
That's
but-
the only person you got to worry about.
Full Kitchen opens up daily at 5 p.m. His channel hooks it up. Amazing food, amazing food. Full bar, beer, liquor, wine. We do have it.
Different drink specials, different days of the week.
Yep.
So make
Nightly
sure to
drink
check us out for
specials.
that.
And just the
Yeah.
best action.
And honestly, you know, overall, the best atmosphere that if you're playing poker, you know, this is definitely the place that you want to be.
10 on the
I do think we offer the most, and you know, a very good environment to be in.
Get on the list. Right.
And for those of you who don't know,
No.
your hosts today is myself, Julian, alongside Rick. We're the ones commentating over this today. And we also have Roland and Garrett in here behind the scenes, helping us out. You know, Rick, Ramey may be down right here, but I feel like he's going to make a big comeback, to be honest, and he normally does. So we'll see.
Angelo sensed some weakness from that $60 raise.
That's a 200, King 5 suited. It just showed you the kind of gamblers we have here in Corpus, Rick.
How you count?
Yeah, yeah. No sort of action. He makes the call. $200 with A7 suited. We call it a Julian type call. That's
That
what
is,
it's known with. A7.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say much.
I
I'm not gonna say much.
Ain't no
I'm
king.
not on the street,
Well, all right.
so you
I said we voted on time. Let's take a vote
Bro, he knew it was coming, right?
How does he know?
Backdoor this.
On two.
push.
How does he know?
He's got 10 outs.
Oh, 75.
I think the first person that makes a bet takes this pot down.
And he jams.
Here.
Look at this.
It's a great bet. Since the
Hey,
weekend,
they don't raise. They let you in.
Can't
What do you?
call, huh?
he's high.
They let you in. Yeah,
He's
2
high.
bucks.
He's got a ponder a call.
63.
He can't.
Seems like he
Close.
you know?
Yeah.
For sure, we're voting on Island, bro.
Look at him. This man means
Call him.
business.
Tired. It's not about the money, it's about the player.
All right, and there you go. Soprano takes it down. You know, he opens with
Oh,
King
yeah.
5 and it pays off. Just shows the ranges of some of these guys and, you know, how long they've been playing cards, and it shows, you know.
You can't teach experience. And these guys.
What, bomb pot time?
For a very, very long time.
Minimum bomb pot?
Alrighty. We got T-Bone back in the box. Once again, let's see if he changes the luck for some of these players that are currently down.
On the phone. First, you want the bomb pot.
Let's see the running totals on the bottom. Yeah. Biggest winner so far is CJ. He's up $724.
Not too shabby.
Hey, wow.
And the dealer is
It would. They know, but it would.
He's gonna be messaging
More
me
of an
on
all
Wednesday.
later.
Have some more shifts. I have a feeling.
You know, Rick, I do not doubt that. I wouldn't doubt if he comes in here midstream, says he needs to pick up a ship somewhere.
He might be doing some landscaping on his days off. Anybody needs a yard cut.
You know, I think Banker Rene has played 2 hands. He's been 2 for 2, both pocket jacks.
Yeah,
Won both of them.
shoeless calls. That's many players' favorite hand. That 10 jack suited. I used to say 10
Jack
jack
10
suited.
suited. Jack 10 suited. Then you got 10-8 suited again. Look at this. 10-8 has been coming out every hand, huh? Suited. It hasn't even been off suited. It's been suited every time. And you know, it hasn't won one time. What? Oh, there it goes. Lays it down.
Are we going 5 ways to the flop?
All right. Let's see who this flop favors.
Ace deuce 5 with 2 diamonds on the flop. Flips the wheel.
Ooh, it's on Iceman. Checks. And checks from Shoeless
When
Mike.
you're running hot, you're just running hot, right?
I agree with that. 8 has been in a lot of hands since this stream has started, and most of them have favored him. Well, no shocker here from Ramey. Leads up for 120, and he's going to run into a big surprise from 8th here. That flops the nut straight.
Runner, 13% for runner, right?
You know, Rick,
The only one with diamond.
we were just talking about Ramey picking up some extra shifts and maybe possibly landscaping. So
Yeah, well, definitely.
hit him up, guys. He's going to need it.
He's and just a flat.
Oh,
It's hard to put it's hard for Ramey to put 8th on anything other than an ace here. And
That is correct.
depends if there's any scare cards. Now, if a 5 or a 6 spill off on the turn, it's going to be big trouble. The board does pair. It's actually
That's a
one of the runner cards Ramey needed to
yes,
catch
correct.
up.
And Ramey feels like this card's gonna favor him more, so we're gonna see. Wow.
Oh, and he jams.
Hmm.
Do
And a snap call from 8.
you smell that?
You know,
Somebody stepped in it, and I think it was Ramey. Definitely stepped in something right now.
all right.
Yep. And it runs clean. Needed a 5 reduce there on the river.
look at the chuckle.
and
Banker Rene.
CJ with another nice $1,300 pot.
CJ is on fire right now. Let's see if Remy reloads. I think he just did. There you go.
It's coming back.
Alrighty.
Anybody watching wanting to play this? We do put it on Atlas. Post it up on Atlas. I think we're gonna start posting it on Wednesday for the Saturday. We'll be running this 2-5 every Saturday at 2 o'clock. So If we have the enough players, we can have a second table and do a must move to the stream table. No problem. We always have Hold'em running as well too, so you can always play 1-2 while you wait for your seat. Multiple tables running in the daytime.
Purple money, bro.
We got Angelo on the button. Kevin in the small blind shoeless.
Opened up,
Big blind.
10.
CK under the gun.
Hey, Cowboys.
7-5.
I can't play with two Cowboys. There's only enough room for one.
And is known as the Malito. Buddy Steve's. We are working on the audio to anybody watching.
Still
As we go.
fixing some bugs and glitches on this audio, guys. So just bear with us. You know, and we're trying to get it fixed.
And we got complete air, all three players. CJ just misses the flop. It was the favorite. Soprano picks up a flush draw. Iceman picks up a pair.
Cowboy Kev finally gets in on the action. Picks up here. Iceman.
I am dangerous. To the river.
And it's
Pushes
6.
up. Iceman with the best hand. Leads out for $50. That seems to fold. And Iceman picks up his first pot of the session. Button moves as we move on to the next hand. Got Iceman on the button, shoeless in the small blind, CK in the big blind. Ramey will be under the gun. As we get ready. Ramey folds. Renee folds. CJ lips. They call that the Rick hand right there. That's me. 2 trays. Why do they call 2 trays the Rick hand? Because they've been to the buffet with me. 2 trays like me at the buffet line. Nice man fold. Shoeless with the 6-7. Can y'all guess the gesture I'm making? Three ways to the flop. 2 low pairs. One. That's what you call an action flop.
Wow.
You got a mid pair and an up and down straight draw for shoeless, and you got bottom set for Billy.
Billy's loving this flop right now. I can tell you that, Rick.
Shoeless leads out for 65. CJ wisely lays it down. And I think we're going to start the fireworks show. Yeah, we got a jam. And
You know, I think Mike has to make the call here.
yeah, I think it's an easy call. It's 139. into 350. No. We've got about a, oh, it's there on the screen. We got 22% equity going in this, so.
Oh, there he goes.
And
Drawn dead.
Drawn dead.
Oh, okay, never mind. I thought he hit it on the river.
Yeah,
I thought he hit it full on the river.
Yeah. 5 spool's gonna be good.
There you go. Billy takes one down.
Nice little $350 pot. Yeah, Angelo Soprano there in the in your camera. Didn't know he picked up a nice cash on our last tournament. Yeah, $35,000 guarantee for 140. He chopped. They did a ICM chop for first and second. $160 buy-in, and he took home a little more than $7,000.
That is what you
Not
call-
getting first.
That is what you call profit.
So nice tournament. We get ready. We will be having a $40,000 mystery bounty. It's going to kick off during spring break. March 8th is the Sunday before spring break. Is the kickoff of the 40K. We have multiple day one flights. We also have. We're introducing the straight to break flights. Tournament just starts at late reg. You have to be there to start it. It's a super fast flight. Probably about an hour and a half from start to finish, and get you into day 2, get you into the money, and that's how it's gonna work.
Pretty sure that's going to be a big one. So
Mystery Bounty tournament's gonna be great. The chip leader going into day 2 is gonna get a free bounty, and the chip leader going to the final table is gonna get a free bounty.
that is something new. I remember when you
So,
came up with that, I thought it was a great idea, and I think Corpus Christi is definitely going to love it.
Double bag bonuses. All the double bag bonuses are going to get a free bounty. If you triple plus bag, so third, fourth, fifth, as many bags you get from 3 on, you're going to pick up 2 bounties for every one of those.
And those bounties are going to be a minimum.
I think minimum for the bounty is going to be 250. It may adjust slightly, but I'm thinking the minimum bounty is going to be
Roughly
250.
right around there.
Yeah.
That
So,
is definitely beneficial.
Double
for
double
whoever's gonna
bounty
plan it.
is double bag bonus. You're looking minimum 500. Triple bag is 500 plus 2 bounties, so minimum 1,000. You could pick up 3K bounty. We're gonna have a 3K bounty in there, so
Feel like you're a winner just picking up bounties.
just a double bag. And,
Just double bagging. Well, I don't know if you guys heard that, but it definitely sounds like someone's excited out there.
yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Culminates on March the 22nd. Well, the tournament will be Mystery Bounty will be wrapping it up, and we got 2 big ones lined up for April. Can't talk about them yet, but
Can't talk about them yet, but
definitely want to follow us on all our socials.
stay tuned. There you go. Soprano takes down another one with pocket 9s on a little heater.
I know him. Oh,
You are a powerhouse, huh?
never going.
Billy and
Are you-
Soprano.
Yeah. As we move on, we got CK on the button, Remy in the small blind, Renee in the big blind, and
Guys, if you are
Yeah.
enjoying the live stream on
under the gun.
YouTube, please subscribe if you aren't, like and comment, and, share it if you can. It definitely helps us.
Are those cards?
Tell you what, Rick, 8th is in every hand. Raise, calling, everything.
When
He's
you're
doing
high,
it
you
all.
gotta ride the heater. You gotta ride
That's
the heater.
correct. I agree with it.
I'm a big believer in math, but you know, sometimes you just gotta heat check it. You know what I mean? See, just drilling every flop, every flop. You can't miss.
All right, well, let's see it. Look at this.
Did he say heads up? Heads up to the flop.
Jack 8-8 on the flop.
I think that'll be good enough to take it down. CK lays it down.
There you go. See, this is why, even though 8 doesn't have good cards going in, I think he's just picking his spots very well. And, betting when he has to. And,
Yeah, you just
sensing
start leaning on
weakness
him.
and taking advantage of it. And taking down pots. Pot after pot.
So look at some of the bigger hands we've had. We had a nice little $1,800 pot, $1,300 pot. Some good ones there. All right, we got a $15 straddle on the button. Ramey's looking to stir up some action here, trying to get out the trap. We got Renee, face down, Queen 6 suited. Another one I like to get froggy with 10-9 off. Early position, I think it's a pretty easy fold. Really folds. Angelo folds. Iceman calls.
Bumps it up to 45, and there goes Ramey with big slick. Look at this. In jams. For 493.
Really putting Shoeless in a tough spot.
There. I feel like Shoeless is maybe going to think Ramey is kind of tilted. He's probably going to think his ace queen's good and might make this call. And if he does, he's going to be behind.
Yeah, Ramey's not stuck $1,500. I think it's an easy fold.
I think it's an easy fold for Mike. I agree with that.
These guys have played a lot of hands together. And both of them, or I should say neither of them, want to get outplayed. You know what I mean? Sometimes the cards play it. But he doesn't want to lay down ace queen. He shows ace queen trying to get a read.
Yeah, he's laying it down. Yeah, Mike is, Mike is definitely favorited probably in this table. He plays a lot of cards. He grinds every day, all day. So. Action, but he's saying he's a great player.
We got Renee on the button. Did you shut? Yeah, folds. Queen 10 of hearts. Maybe getting in there.
Gavin makes the call.
4 ways to the flop. Billy flops top pair. Shoeless with the gutter ball. Lays it down widely. Fold. And fold.
And lays down queen 10. Backdoor flush draw, straight draw. What do you think about that? Backdoor flush draw.
It's a gutter ball. Not a
But
fan
for
of the gutter
$15, like, that's kind of playing kind of tight,
ball. Yeah.
I know you would have made that call for sure, Rick.
I think a bigger pre-flop raise and a call before me, I might be more enticed to make that call to see if I can pick up some more outs on the turn. I don't have to necessarily drill the jack, but say a 7 of hearts might give me an open-ended draw, an open-ended straight draw, and a flush draw. I might. Pot's not that big to try to suck out to take it. So small bet 15, but it's also 15 to win 30 something. You know what I mean? So,
I get that.
so I think more in the pot might be more enticed to try to pick up some more outs on the turn. More players in the pot obviously would help. You don't necessarily want to go heads up. Looking to catch a long shot that you're only going to get, at best even money on a turn and river bet.
That's definitely a way to think about it.
3-2 off versus 3-2 suited. You know why 3-2 is called the dirty diaper? Because it's shit. It's shit. That's why. Just offhand. So bad.
And there we go.
There we go.
The stream has officially started.
Is it not after dark yet? See, and you got the 3-2 suited that's showing as 11% to win. 3-2 off, only 5%. I don't understand that. 3-2 suited can only catch one flush. 3-2 off has 2 chances of catching a flush. See? Now he just took the lead. He has a backdoor spade draw.
Now we know if you guys ask for Rick on the stream to play next time. I know why.
Next time. Ramey with the monster. Flops the nut low and it's good. Ramey, the Texas Hold'em high-low specialist. Just trying to introduce it to
I think
to
he's
Corpus
the only
here.
one that knows that.
As we move on to the next hand. We got Billy on the button. Angelo small blind Iceman. And the big blind shoeless will be under the gun. Limps with Ace X suited. CK picks up.
The snowman under the gun +1.
Double bubbles.
There you go.
Bumps
Raises
to
to 40.
40. Billy lays down the ace trade. One of the ace 7 folds. Iceman folds, and it's the other ace 7 lays it down.
CK takes it out. I'm sure he's happy to see that. I don't know if he wanted to see a flop with ace. Maybe take down the blinds and move.
I'm gonna say I like this this look for CK there with the hoodie and the glasses, concealing as much of his face as possible. He's got a his face isn't built for live stream. His face is built for radio. You know what I mean?
Beard. You definitely want him showing his face. That's probably one of the better beards out there.
Oh.
Besides Shoeless Mike.
Yeah, we get ready for the next one. Bumps it to 15. Ramey lays it down. Renee. Folds, king jack. Fold, fold, fold. Angelo gets in there. Iceman picks up Nina's.
Ah, there we go. We're finally gonna see him in some action here. What do you guess? This 55.
5-3. I'm in there. Fifth, two people behind me. We had a raise, a call, a 3-bet, and then I wake up with 3-5 suited. I am 100% in there for $55.
3-5 suited or 7-6 suited?
No, 3-5 suited folded.
Oh, they folded. You would have
Yeah.
played it.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
100%. I'm in there. Everybody's already acted. I'm in there for 55. If it gets 4-bet, I get out of the way. And I'll be rolling next 10.
And
just
shooting down
silly.
$55.
See where we're at. Might be an action flop. One over.
You can see K with the up
See
and
where he's
down
at.
here. With the
Definitely not
backdoor
going
flush
nowhere.
draw. I would really like to see a 3-bet from. Oh, he just makes the call.
No waiting. Turns the
There it
nuts.
is.
Stone cold. Ball bearing.
Wow.
And with Kevin leading out on the flop and getting called, I was gonna say he might be able to slow down with that
Really like
with
to
that one
slow
over
down
card.
here. I know we can see the cards from back here, but I would really like to see a slowdown here from Kev.
You know, he let out on the flop. He gets called. You know, you could easily put somebody on ace jack. Nine's night might not be good. The three's not a turn card. You want to try to represent. Not a fan of the jam.
Not a fan of the jam at all. This was definitely should have been a call. No, I mean you got backdoor diamonds out there. You got diamonds.
He's not leading out backdoor diamonds.
Right. I agree. I would have really liked to just see a call here, especially he's in position. You know, CK's in position here. Now Kev, you know, Iceman Kev.
If he had you know the dummy end of a straight, maybe min raise a little bit. Kev was the pre-flop aggressor. You know, he could easily have kings or queens, the overpair. That if he spikes a set on the river, you're getting all his chips. He's not putting you on 6-7.
Right here,
But he can easily lay it down to this overcard.
I think when CK looks back on this stream and sees his hand, he's gonna wish he played it slightly differently.
Yeah, it's always, hindsight's 20/20, but knowing what he has, I mean, it makes it a lot easier. There's just not a ton of scare cards out there.
Really, no scare cards out there. It's stone cold nuts here, and just jams. Anyways,
Easy
he
fold
takes
from
down the pot. CK takes down the pot. I'm sure he's happy with it, but I do think he could have got bigger bang for his buck there.
Only bad card on the turn would be say a deuce or maybe a 6 that might be a chop. Highly unlikely. Highly unlikely. All right. And for anybody watching the stream, you can take off your seatbelts, guys. Game's going to slow down.
Looks went up, speed went down.
We got a $20 front straddle. Yeah. Don't say names. 10-7 diamonds. I like the limp. Ramey rips it. We had a $20 straddle, 3 callers. Fold and another fold, and 1 player left hat. I think if he knows he has 5s, he's snapping them off. Jack 8's definitely a hand you'd like to see a flop with. Not one you wanna put in 100, 120 big blinds in heads up for. So, Ramey. Always nice to pick up 20 bigs without seeing a flop. I like the move. 25. And we're off. Chulis on the button. CK small blind. Ramey big blind. Banker Renee under the gun. Lays it down. And these guys keep getting like such similar hands. Last hand was 10-8 suited, 10-7 suited, King Jack, Queen Jack. Great fold by Angelo. Jack Queen. Jack Queen, especially Jack Queen suited, holds a special place in my heart roll. Gotten some sneaky wins with the Jack Queen. Are we gonna get yep, just the way you imagine. We are gonna have complete fireworks between Billy and Ramey here. Nut flush draw, second flush draw. Billy also did pick up a second pair. Iceman will be getting out of the way. But if a diamond peels off on this board, Ramey's gonna be heading. Yep, there it is. Right on cue. Nuts versus second nuts. Just a cooler. Leads out 65. Just a bad spot. Just unlucky. I'm in that situation. I mean, who's not losing all their chips? He flats with the nuts. Oh gosh. Yeah. Just set up.
Wow, what a setup hand for Ramey here. This is not good, guys. Well, this diamond definitely helped Ramey here. Never mind.
I mean, it's still nuts and second nuts. Ramey's gonna. He thinks it's a bad card, but if I don't think he has enough to fold. When Angelo jams here, I don't think it's enough. I think Ramey has to pay him off. It looks like he's jamming for 201, $60 more. There's zero chance.
I think Ramey knows here now. Now he knows.
He can't fold. He thinks he got hurt on the diamond. Little did he know that.
You know, if he makes his fold, this is great. He can still get away. He can still save 60.
There's no way.
I understand. But I mean, when are you ever, when in this spot? It's running terrible.
Cooler. It's a cooler. I think Ramey needs to be slightly gracious
this is
that Billy didn't have another 200 on him.
That is true. I think this is why you don't play Queen Deuce offsuit. You know, you get in trouble like this. You know, we all like to play suited cards, but you know, every once in a while this happens, and that's just poker for you guys.
That guy, sorry, we're back.
We are back. We're just fixing some little bugs and kinks out here. But let's see what we got here. Let's see. Oh, we got Renee takes down the hand with two pairs, sevens and eights, king high. Big blind. No, he should be small blind. All right, we got 8 with pocket tens. Did you fold them? Oh, there it is. Okay.
All right. CJ raises to 20 with tens. Iceman calls king queen. Fold. Ramey picks up eights.
And jams.
Jams.
What are the chances of you of 8
420.
folding these pocket tens? How he's been running.
Been a minute since he's got in there.
You know,
It's a big bet with tens.
I'm not gonna lie. If this was me, I think I am laying down tens. I am not calling $423 for pocket tens, even though he is winning. He doesn't know that.
What?
But he's been running good, so maybe he's just doing.
I'm laying it down. I'm
laying this down 100%.
Tough spot.
You know, he's up already. He doesn't really need to gamble too much, and I feel like this is more of a gamble. Him making this call.
We go back to the same thing we were talking about earlier. He sees Ramey getting cooler. He knows he's in the trap. Oh, and he raises.
There it is. He makes the call.
We got a snap fold from Kevin. Going heads up. And Ramey sees that he's in bad shape once again. Here comes the flop. 6, 7 ace. Did pick up a backdoor.
He's gonna need runner here or an 8.
Girl.
There it is.
Now he doesn't want to catch his set. He wants he had hope on the river. At least he got to sweat it.
I'm gonna lie to you, Rick. Feel bad for
Seat
Ramey.
open.
I do feel bad for Ramey.
Yeah, it was a tough spot. He got put in a lot of tough spots.
After being mega tilted and then having eights and jamming, and then someone's always one ahead you, like one up in you, it's never a good feeling.
Who is it?
No.
Who's going to one?
No one's going to one. There's no line. I'll put 5 for now. Okay.
Add on.
Oh, we got Noah checking into the game, and he's gonna be in seat 1, guys.
Yes.
It's a Hearthcock sighting. Was imminent.
You know, he's been waiting patiently, and let's see what he can do in this
Yeah.
in his first live stream here at Ace One Social Club. We got another strong
Really?
player that just came in here to the game, and let's see what he can do. All right, we got this hand underway.
Fold it. Fold. Way to.
Sorry, guys, just fixing out some kinks here, and we are back now. There we go. We apologize for this, guys, but hopefully the next stream is a lot better than this. And I mean, but I think it's going pretty good so far.
Didn't seem like a big action flop.
And there you go. CK takes down another one. Let's see if this seat change can help Iceman here. He wasn't having too much luck in seat 1. Move to seat 4, and we'll see.
Well, we get ready for the next hand, guys. Gambit on the button. CJ in the small blind, Billy in the big blind. Angelo under the gun. All right. No announcing at the table. He is going to be aggressive. Bumps it up to 20. Under the gun +1 is Noah.
Oh, there you go. Noah starting the action early. Is this his first hand? First or
hand.
second hand? Right
First
here.
hand, yeah.
First hand. Queen 9
And
suited.
nobody wants to tangle with the Hearthcock.
Wow. Guess poker is just easy like this when you're Noah.
Brandon. But like necessarily can if they took the waitress too, like let's see if they took the waitress, I mean,
I'm gonna put the.
oh hey, if a card needs to be in the box. Oh, you're good now. Take the waitress, put the card in the box.
All right, we got 8 on the button.
Straddling
Billy
for
small
10.
blind, soprano in the big blind. Noah first act.
CK there.
Well, there's a straddle on the
There we
button.
go.
Soprano makes the call.
Slow it down. Let him press the raise.
Oh, so here we go. Gambit raises here to 30 with 9-8 suited. Look at this. 8 makes the call. King 4 offsuit. I'm telling you, when you're running hot, and you just play anything at this point. Look at this flop for Gambit. 9-8 suited, and
See
you
if we
just
can,
flop the stone cold nuts here.
That seals it up. What are you running, Dad?
Seals it up for him, but 8 does hit 2 pair. 8s and 4s with the king high. Wow. I
He's
mean-
not getting any action.
Look at this.
That's when
CJ's
you-
just
that's
making
when you-
all the right moves.
It's when you get lucky to get unlucky. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
No way.
he's gonna pay him a little something, draw, Dad.
Soprano don't believe it.
Heads
He
up
thinks
to
his
the
ace high is good.
Gambit's right here, just praying
hit a
that,
flush.
that he was on a flush draw and that he got there. He checked it.
You know, Soprano put him on ace high. I mean, if he thought his ace high was good, you know, that 7 card is definitely not a good card for Soprano. So I think he can lay this down. But look at this. Wow, he raises here.
Picks a bad spot to make a move.
And look at this. He's gonna go into the tank, making a scene like he don't have anything. And we're definitely gonna see a raise here.
That is he's gotten all the money he's gonna get out of Angelo. So a call here, a min raise, a jam, it's all gonna make the same amount of money. Yeah, we're gonna have a jam and a snap fold.
You know, if he didn't flop a full here, or if he doesn't have a full, you know, which Soprano is kind of hoping that he didn't, you know, he definitely puts him on a flush draw
He tried
here.
to
and-
rep, yeah, he tried to rep the flush. He played it like he was chasing down the flush. He called the bet. The heart came. He let out, and it's got unlucky. A lot of times that you're gonna be able to get a nice pair to lay down there.
Yep.
A nice hand to lay down. Yeah, he took a shot. Just bad timing is all.
You know, I do like the raise from Soprano there, but it's just unfortunate that, you know, Gambit flopped a full house.
Mhm. Got Billy on the button, Angelo in the small blind, the Hearthcock in the big blind, and shoeless Mike
Under the gun.
under the gun.
10 deuce, the Doyle.
That 10 deuce also, it's also besides the Doyle, we call that the Brandon.
Really?
Yeah, those are the hours he likes to work, 10 to 2, part time.
That's more hours than I expected.
Yeah.
Thought it was gonna be less.
In a week, I meant 10 to 2, once a week. That's about
Okay.
his. And he'll show up about 10, 15.
And leave it one.
Yeah, leader, but he'll change his name to EO. And just a reminder, Noah did say he would be playing fast.
And as of right now, he is. You know,
Queen 8 suited, I like
his
it.
first race was with Queen 9 suited. Now it's Queen 8 suited
You
with the same suit.
do you call Queen 8 suited suiting connectors with the 3-gapper? You consider it?
I would say yes, but
I do as well. I do as well.
I do definitely say suited connectors for
Little
sure.
3-gapper.
Yep.
But Noah flops mid pair.
You know, I think this is a good flop for Noah. You know, he let out. You know, the king favors him more, and he's in position, and he checks. I don't know if I agree with the check, but we're gonna see.
So let's see where we stand.
There it is.
Great call.
Makes the call.
See if somebody improves on the turn. Curious to see how this is played out. 10. It's another over. Not a great card for Noah. And if he checks and CJ c-bets again here on the turn,
I think the only thing 8 can do is bet here.
yeah, I don't know if Noah can call, depending on the bet
If
size
he
in here.
bluffs the flop, he's definitely gonna bluff the turn.
115.
You know, I think
Noah
Noah
has a-
lays this down. I
Noah-
think Noah
yeah.
lays this down 100%.
Tough. It's a tough spot with third pair. Yeah,
Wow,
that's why.
that's why he's one of the best.
That's why he's out there and I'm in here, right?
That is why we're in here and he's there. This
Great
is
call.
true.
Let's see what the turn.
A complete blank. Oh, actually, the flush gets there.
Flush does get there. Now, depending on this bet sizing,
You know, I think Noah put him on a flush draw, to be honest. And it hit the river, and CJ's making a great bet here. You know, if
It's
Noah didn't put him
300.
on a pair, he has to put him on a flush draw here. And it got
I
there.
didn't like how fast he bet that.
You know, that is true. He did bet that kind of quick, and with the flush draw, you know, I think you tank for a second.
Definitely a tough spot.
Definitely in a tank here, and let's see if he can make the call.
The live reads you pick up when you see their whole course.
Do you ever see a raise here from Noah?
Zero chance. I mean,
Wow, he
what a
makes the call. Look at this. This is why he's one of the best.
Great call from the GOAT. No, is one of the top players here in Corpus. Likes to play mixed games. Does that what hold him?
Some will say, you know, he's too rich to fold.
Definitely too rich to fold. Drop the Greenberg. We move on. Small blind. No, big blind. Shoeless.
You know, it took Noah to come into the game to finally slow down 8.
Under the gun.
Jeff makes it a quarter.
And Renee for the
And
third
Renee
time.
for the third
of the
time with
session.
pocket jacks. He's played 2 hands, ladies and gentlemen. This is his 3rd hand, and they have all been pocket jacks. This is no joke. If you're barely tuning in, this is Renee's 3rd hand that he has played, and they have all been pocket jacks. And he's 2 for 2 right now. Let's see if he can make it 3 for 3. Well, all the jacks are gone.
Renee takes it down.
And takes it down.
Thought Noah was gonna get Froggy in there looking for
3
nine,
for 3
nine deuce flat.
with jacks. We're going to hear about this later from Renee.
And as we move on, at the hard cock on the button, Shoeless in the small blind, CK in the big blind. 25's live from the button.
Yep.
There we go. Finally, we see a quarter straddle on the button. And look at that mustache.
I must ask you a question. Mm-hmm.
All right, pocket 2s.
75 with the duckies. Billy.
You know, I like this raise from 8th. You know, we have a quarter on the button, makes it 75, 3X's it. You know, he should isolate most of these players here. Got 2 callers, as
3
expected.
players to the flop. Ace, 8, 10 on the flop. Everybody with 1 pair. Soprano, top pair. 8th with an under. Leads out. That pre-size,
That's a buck for luck.
with that pre-size bet size, I couldn't imagine this not just going fold. Well, I was wrong. He said, let's test this run good.
That's not the card 8 wanted to see.
Let's check.
But it definitely slowed down Soprano.
Yep, and he gets to see a free card. Oh,
Wow.
close. Check. Shows the ace. CJ Mux. And we move on. So put it more in the middle. Flip card.
I'm sorry. Yeah, the one. No, one of the cards. I'm one card out of the way. Move the deck out of the way. You put a card there. Yeah,
No.
I mean, it's not good, but it's not seeing that we're starting.
All right, moving on. Shoeless on the button. CK in the small. Kevin in big. Renee folds. Gamut
Under the gun.
looks down under the gun +1. 8-6 off. Lays it down. CK likes to get splashy.
Wakes up with a big one. Wakes up with a premium this time.
Mhm.
You know, people are seeing 8 in
Ace,
almost
queen
every
suited and
hand
limped.
here. And, you know, they probably think he's limping light or raising light. And this time he actually has a premium. So, see how this goes. Shoeless Mike 10-9. I'm not going to say it, but I love 10-9.
And back to CK. I want to see CJ. I want to see what he does here. Yeah. I like this squeeze. Looks like 2 1/4.
That's a little bit more than I would have put out there.
200.
But, I mean, if he's just trying to get some folds, then, you know, it's not bad to take down $75 here.
Yeah. 15 bigs, no flop. I'll do that all day. very reluctantly folds.
All right, next hand. We got CK on the button. And we got T-Bone back in the box.
I had to unplug it. Otherwise, it would ring in here too.
All right, we are back, guys. We have a raise from 8, 9-8 suited, and we have no Queen Jack suited. And Iceman flops top pair with the king. Let's see what he can do here. He checks it. Check, 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 and Shoeless Mike opens it up. Kind of testing the waters here, see where he's at. Backdoor diamonds, maybe backdoor straight draw. And Kev's not going anywhere. Now heads up. And a blank on the turn. Kev checks it again. See what Mike's gonna do here. Let's see what Shoeless Mike's gonna do. Decides to check it, slows down. Oh. 4-liner to a straight. Only one card needed for a straight. That might slow Iceman down here, but I'm not sure. Oh, he leads out. Let's see what Shoeless Mike does here. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I think I see a raise here from Shoeless Mike. He knows he can't win this hand. It's either he folds or he raises, and if I know Shoeless Mike, I think a raise coming here. He calls.
Did he just call him
He
down?
calls.
He just wanted the info.
He calls with Jack high. Well, there we go. Shocker for everybody.
He wanted to see.
I think he just paid for information there.
I'm back, guys. Sorry. Remy wanted to talk. Ask me. I didn't know he asked where the plasma center is or something.
Plasma, to donate, yes.
I don't know what that means, but I told him to Google it.
That
I
sounds
kid,
about right.
I kid. But moving on, we got Kevin on the button. Renee in the small blind. Gambit in the big blind. CJ folds.
Um,
Shoot us.
you tell Mike too, those guys go for this.
All right.
It's folding around. Noah wakes up with ace nine of hearts. Makes it 25.
CK. I like this. I like this 6-9 suited.
You know,
Big hit.
I think CK likes every cards that he's getting. It doesn't matter what it is. He's in.
It's suited. It's not a hand I care to go heads up to, but 10 of spades, 7 of spades, 3 of diamonds
No
on the
clubs up
flop.
there, but he picked up a gut shotter. A gut shot straight draw. This hand definitely favors CK more than it does Noah. Noah opened, and now he bets.
$30 C bet. And a flat. Heads up to the turn.
CK is hoping for an 8 in this turn.
Jack does nothing. I think that's
Picks up more
Same,
outs for Noah. Actually, that's a bad card. A really bad card for CK.
that 8 is no longer
Mm-hmm.
what he wants to see.
If Noah opens, for 25, and then, the jack hits the turn, and it just favors Noah a little more than it does CK. Noah's all smiles right now. I think he's like 3 for 3 inside his hands that he's played. 2 for 3. He lost the queen 9 of clubs.
All right, moving on. We got Bank Renee on the button. Gambit small blind.
I wouldn't doubt if he picks up jacks right here.
CJ on the big line. We got Billy under the gun. First to act. Jack 8 suited. It's a hand I love to play. I hate playing this under the gun. All right. Maybe I think I do something like this. I think I limp early position. I'm raising late position. If there's any raise at all, 20. I think it's an easy fold.
It's just that you're out of position pretty much the whole hand, so it's uncomfortable, But it's definitely a hand you want multiple people inside the pot.
But Billy is he's what's known as a lag. He is a loose aggressive player, right? I'm going heads up to the flop. Ace, deuce, 4. That just screams Billy's range, if you know Billy. Let's check. To the turn. 6 of spades.
Noah picks up a pair.
Noah picks up a pair. Billy picks up the flush draw. Billy's going nowhere. Same 2 to the river.
Does the spade get there? No, it doesn't.
It doesn't,
But it
is
is Billy the jack.
But he does hit the jack.
Check.
Check on
And
the
you
river.
get the chuckle out of Noah.
He said, I
And
had
I'm
a
pretty sure
spade
I had
draw.
a spade draw. Yeah, exactly what he's saying. I had a spade draw. What do you want me to do?
Here we go. Little side of our coolers. 10-8. Ramey, our two biggest coolers of the session. Ramey was on the losing end of both of them. 10 versus 8s. There you go.
Green Knight has teams that want to make those moves. They wouldn't suit them.
Iceman called. Call. Fold call. Fold check. Okay. Heads up to the flop. 6-8-4, 2 diamonds. Jack of spades on the turn. There's the Iceman. Has Billy drawing to one of 3 queens. One of them out of play. Kevin takes down a small one.
It seems like everyone's getting a phone call right around this time at the table.
Mm-hmm.
It switched to somebody, and they're all on the phone. All right, we're moving on to the next hand. We got 8 on the button, Billy small blind, Soprano big blind, and Noah under the gun. And we have a straddle. Is that a straddle? That is a straddle on the button. Renee lays his hand down. It's on Gambit. Gambit makes the call. And we're going to a flop 3 ways. 6, 5 deuce. We got Billy with top pair. And we got 8th with a straight draw. Gut shot straight draw.
Middle.
Billy leads out for 20.
Oh, 2.
Gambit with bottom pair. Alrighty, we got a call from 8. Let's see what the turn brings. You know, an even better card for Billy. Now he picks up a straight draw, a higher straight draw than 8.
Yeah.
I think so.
Your audio does
Really? Everybody said the other way.
It's just me, it's my voice. It's just your, like, you gotta step it up. You just need to do that. Alright, let's see what happens here. Billy leads out from 50, and we get a fold from 8. Take it down, Billy. Nice little red bird for T-Bone there. You said a green bird earlier.
I said it
That's
to
why
him.
I said
This was watch it on the stream.
Alright, and we'll move along. No on the big blind. Soprano small blind. Billy on the button.
Actions on Shoeless. Under the gun. Picks up big slick.
Oh, and get a smile from him.
under the gun. Looks like he's making it 45. CK folds. Yeah, folds to Doyle. Queen 3, Renee deuces. Jack 4, 9-4. Queen 6.
I don't think he gets a call here. Well, shows how much I know. Makes the call.
No, King 3 off.
0 chance.
Heads up to the flop.
King 9 of diamonds.
You always want to go. You're 3-1 favorite on the flop. You're usually in pretty good shape.
Oh, that's a good flop for Shoeless, sir.
And little does no one know that if he stayed in the hand, he would have jumped up to a 5-1 favorite. They all shared a king. So it was basically ace versus 9 versus 3. He would have spiked to 3. And Chulis picks up another one. Bad fold. Moving on, next hand. Angelo on the button, no one small blind. Shoeless in the big blind. CK under the gun. 10 deuce.
Lays it down.
He contemplated the call there.
He did.
Kev raises to 20. And then folds. Do we have an error? Did somebody else pick up jacks? It wasn't Renee. Is that a technical error, or did that actually happen?
I think they missed the seat.
Yeah,
It went one over.
Let George know that he must have accidentally grabbed one of these cards.
We'll definitely have to let him know that after this. Then Soprano picks up King Queen suited. Folds around. Looks like it's gonna. Oh, there. Iceman makes a call. 3 ways to a flop now. And that is what Gambit did not want to see. He did not want to see an overcard from his jack.
Everybody has a small piece. Gambit leads out. Let's see where we're at.
Leads out for half a yard, Bernard. I think Soprano raises here.
He's
Yep.
he's contemplating.
I think that's a good raise from him. Not too much. Just min clicks it and kind of seeing where he's at now.
Well, I think George let out, seeing where he was.
And now
It's
he
in a
found
tough
out.
spot now because he only has to call 50 more. There's 350 in the pot. He's getting 8-1 on the call. Yes, he only has to spike a jack.
But, I don't think he can make the call here.
Yeah,
He has to
It's
fold.
a good fold. It's a good
Real
fold.
good fold.
I'm not making that fold. 50 to get
I'm
800.
making the
I
fold.
might pick up a 10. Might pick up a 7. Give myself more outs. I can't lay down 8-1. I'm not. I know I'm not drawing that.
Right, but you got to think about it, right? You pick up a gutter ball on the turn or anything like that. Now you're looking at an even bigger bet on the turn, right? And now you're gonna call for a
weigh
gutter
it
ball.
there. When you call his raise, you were the initial pre-flop raiser. You could easily have ace king. So, moving on. Let's see where we're at. We got Noah on the button. Shoeless in the small blind. CK in the big blind. We got Kev under the gun. First to act. Lips with Jack 8 suited. Renee folds.
For anyone watching the stream right now,
And
In
he picks
case
up his second
pocket pair in a row.
Anybody watching the stream, sorry. I
Right, yeah,
interrupted you.
it's okay. For anyone watching the stream right now, in case if maybe you guys don't want to be on stream and you just want to play cash, we do have 3 tables currently running right here of No Limit Hold'em here at Ace One. You know, come on down and grab yourself a seat. Plenty of action outside of the live stream as well. And if you do want to get on the live stream, well, come in and get on the list. We'd love to have you.
Going 6 ways to a flop.
6 ways to a flop here. Jack 4-3. And you have Iceman. Oh, and Shoeless flop top pair. Shoeless with top.
Nice man. Top pair, backdoor flush draw. And the 2 best hands check. It's hard,
You know,
it's hard to
I-
see
I
bet
think
6
Gambit
ways in there
leads
with an
out
over.
here.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Gambit
like that
does.
check. Smart
I
check.
like the check as well.
And Noah just playing position here.
No, it's definitely
Standard.
playing position, trying to isolate some players, seeing where he's at.
Let's see if he can steal it right off the bat.
And wow, got the best hands to lay down. They all lay down there.
Checks.
That's not right. No, that's not right. 0 chance. Now we're moving on to the next hand. Wow. That's crazy. There's no way. Right. That's gonna be.
Renee under the gun. King jack off.
King 4 Gambit chooses to lay down. We have Ace 4 suited. I would think he's gonna call right here for sure. There you go, Billy. Makes the call. Trying to set mine. It would be very disguised.
Another bucket here.
Kev doing the same thing. We got CK flopping bottom pair. Iceman folds. Yeah. 8th with the backdoor nut flush draw. Maybe backdoor straight draw. Who knows? And 6s. I think he lays this down. Turn is
Gotta be a scare card for
yeah,
CK
that
there,
is
but
definitely a scare card for a CK here, but he's not slowing down. I like this bet from him. You know, I think 8. You know, he picks up the nut straight draw, but he would have loved to see a diamond on the turn there. Yeah,
lays it down.
that's a good fold. It's a good fold for me. CK takes it down.
moving on to the next hand.
Where's those? Wait,
George thinking about it with ace deuce. It's always tough. I always struggle laying down ace X suited, you know. Billy makes the call with 3-4 suited. Angelo. Let's get froggy. 4 players to the flop.